Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an Athearn Genesis GP39-2U, direct from Athearn, with Tsunami2 sound, DC and DCC decoder. So this is a dual decoder equipped locomotive, so you can run it in either. Let's see what you get in the box, starting right now. Once the little cardboard sleeve is off, which is usually included to help protect the box from shelf wear, you have an Athearn Genesis manual. Inside is 18 pages of information, including warranty information. There's also lots of configuration variables listed, and even your function list, which I'll let you see, and you can take a brief pause if you'd like to take a look over. But 28 functions listed here. Some are also not used, like F28 and 21 and 22, but we'll go over many of these functions in testing. There's also an Athearn business card of sorts with a QR code. On this side, product suggestions, email, and warranty, repair, and parts requests email. And then you have Athearn news flyer. 1-year warranty on products, some information on that. Exploded parts diagram for the GP39-2. As you can see here, lots and lots of parts make up this locomotive. So Genesis is the highest detailed line of Athearn. And in the box, the locomotive itself, blister packaging, clamshell to open, soft plastic, and truck immobilizers stay in the packaging with it. We'll get these out of the handrail protectors removed and show you some closer detail. Alright, there's a part you may have noticed popped off. That was on the cylinder for the front of the truck. It was some plumbing and it popped right back on. I think when I pulled it out, the truck immobilizer helped to pop that out. But we're ready to look at more detail, so let's focus on the front here. On the front, you'll see the old hatchet style brake hatchet. Now that we're ready to look at some more detail, right on the front, you'll see the old brake hatchet style area for braking, for your hand brake up in the front, and it's recessed into the nose. There are 2 ditch lights and silver tipped end MU hoses and accessory hoses. You also have your snow plow with window and McHenry coupler. You've got your headlight up front, which is LED lights, number boards, windshield wipers on all 4 windows, your horn up top, and your cab air conditioning unit right behind the horn, along with some finely detailed conduit up top there. On the side, nice fine brake or handrail detail, I should say. There's blower housing area right here. You've got an antenna up top. No cab figures, but there's cab detail installed. As we look down at the bottom of the locomotive, you can see truck detail, sanding lines, speed recorder, And you got your jacking pads there as well, right above the trucks. As we work our way towards the back, behind the blower housing, you can see BNSF clearly there, printed nicely. Got your fuel tank detail along with plumbing down below detailed as well. On your rear trucks, more of the same as we talked about, and right above the rear trucks is the jacking pad. On the rear of the locomotive, more LED equipped headlights, or tail lights I should say in this case. And you've got your MU stand, silver tipped end MU hoses and brake line hoses. And another McHenry coupler there. You can see handrails pretty straight from this angle. There's also a nice treaded walkway effect on these. And as we go over here, you can see the radiator fan grill section, which I'll show you the roof of in a second. There's some warning labeling, which I'll show you as well. If we zoom in, you can see to a certain extent that it's legible. And you can see the sills of the stairs here are painted for safety. More of the same detail on this side, including compartment detail. Got a little sight window there to see what's going on inside. Really fine lift ring detail you can see up against the background there, right above the dynamic brake fan grill area. And you got some cabinetry that is separate from just the regular mold. It sticks out, as you can see there, with latches. And inside on cab detail, you can see the control stand, and on the nose, separately applied grab irons. And you see the designator GP39-2, which is clear and legible also. We're back to the front, and dead center of the front, you can see the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway logo. Circle with the cross logo there. And we look up, and you're looking dead on the locomotive. And the horn's nicely detailed also. For the top-down look, you can see the sand filler hatch on the nose. There's also the cab air conditioner horn again. We got an antenna with an antenna stand above the, or right in front of the exhaust there. And you've got your dynamic brake fan, see-through fan details, and your radiator fan with see-through fan details, along with grab irons and another sand filler hatch on the rear. You also get a good look at the walkway there. We'll take a weight of this unit here. We have 371 grams, 0.82 of a pound, 13.1 ounces. So there is your weight. All right, to start up a Tsunami2 decoder, all you have to do is apply track power, so we'll do that now. We'll go over some sounds straight out of the manual. F0 is headlight, obviously. F1 is bell. 2 horn. 3 short horn. 4 is dynamic brake, which you have to have moving to get that effect. You hear that whine? That'll slowly taper off even if F4 is activated. if you're stopped. F5 is one of the lighting effects here, which is the ditch lights. 6 is another. 7, I don't see 6 has anything, but we'll check things in the dark. 7, dimmer, dims the headlight. 8 is mute. 9 is alternate mixer, which brings it to half volume. F10 is straight to 8 and sander valve. So that's taking your prime mover to notch 8. Then taking that off, we'll taper it back down. 11's brake set release, 12 is brake select, 13's couple uncouple. Let's do that one real quick. Turning off some functions here. '14's half speeded over momentum overdrive. 15's handbrake. You can hear that. We'll skip up to 23, which is all aboard. And 24 and 25 are auxiliary lighting effects. There's your number boards. So I'll go ahead and dim the lights so you can see the auxiliary lighting effects a little more. There's other functions too, including RPM notch up and RPM notch down. But let's just show you the lighting real quick and we'll move on. Check lighting effects. We have directional lighting. There's also headlight, ditch lights, and number boards there. And I believe that wraps up everything I can find on the lighting functions. I'm going to go ahead and move this at 1 speed step so you can see how smooth the Genesis drive is, and you can see what the scale miles per hour are. The AccuTrack 2 speedometer indicator light blinks down at the bottom near kilometers per hour, but it is set to HO scale and miles per hour, which it verifies every time I power it on. So once that light goes steady, that's just indicating it's got its first reading and it's waiting on the second reading. There you have a perfect 1.0 miles per hour on speed step 1, so it's both smooth and precise out of the box. We'll switch directions. As you can see up close, it's also very smooth in reverse. Genesis has been one of the most accurate and smooth drives of anything I've reviewed. So once again, it proves its worth right here. We have our pull tester ready, and we're going to go forward here. Looks like it's pulling at about 35 or so cars. Each ounce is about 15 cars. So, short locomotive like this, that's pretty normal, and get a couple of these, you can still pull longer consists, but these are used in a lot of short situations, short freight situations, whether it's short lines, whether it is yard work, etc. Well, that's going to wrap up our look at the Athearn HO scale GP39-2U. This is a BNSF locomotive, and as you can see throughout the video, it operated very well. We'll leave you with a run-by of this locomotive, and we'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.
Many of the products you see in this video are available at trainworld.com. Since 1968, this family-owned business has been serving the needs of the modeling community with 2 New York brick-and-mortar store locations in Brooklyn and Long Island, plus their vast array of online items. Shop 24/7 at trainworld.com.